What's going on, everybody, and welcome back to Comic Breakdown. In today's video, we're hopping into Wolverine issue number 9. Wolverine has had his share of challenges lately, between his duties as an X-Men, mentoring a teenage Wendigo, and battling the ancient threat that is trying to take over all adamantium. Logan's trying to regroup, take a little bit of R&R. That is, until he received one of the biggest shocks of his life. He received a letter from his long-dead mother. Not only is she alive, but she is in serious trouble. Little did Wolverine know that this letter, this would lead him to Wolverine's greatest enemy. So, make sure you guys have subscribed to the channel, make sure that you like this video, and with that being said, let's dive into this breakdown. Alright guys, so we pick up with Logan at the bar, sitting here reading this letter, overhearing a conversation about two people arguing over whether mutants are good or bad, so on and so forth. Just a whole mutant discussion as a whole. His mom has been dead for over a century. She killed herself years ago, but this letter says that she is in trouble and in need of her son. This is about as obvious as a trap comes, but he knows he's gonna walk right into it. A letter enclosed telling him to meet at the family home, a place he hoped he would never have to go back. He pays for his drinks and he heads out. He left the wilderness weeks ago, started reconnecting with people, being an X-Men again and everything else. But that animal in him, he still feels it so close to the surface. While he is fighting with all this anger and rage still, trying to figure out why he's still feeling this way. Right now, he's got some company. This is where Logan gets surrounded by Department H. Their weapons drawn on him, and they tell Wolverine to come with us. They even say please, which Wolverine does note they're getting some manners in these guys. But right now he doesn't have any time for stupid questions and this whole song and dance. Telling them, I didn't murder anybody in the woods, you're looking for the wrong person, it's time for you guys to kick rocks. But Department H, they kind of have a different approach this time. Telling Wolverine, you got it all wrong. We know you aren't the wilderness killer. Our boss just wants a conversation with you. But when one of them tries to sneak up on Logan, Logan turns and knocks the dude in the face. Department H going non-lethal. They attack Wolverine. They go to take him down, but in all honesty, Wolverine just cleans him up. This is where we see Agent Meta. The two of them, they've had a conversation before, but she's no longer Agent, she is now Inspector. She got a promotion, and all because of the intel that Wolverine had given her about the actual killer. She tells Logan that I really am here just to talk to you. All of this got out of hand very quickly, apologizing for their overzealousness, that it wasn't supposed to be a fight, but she mostly wanted to introduce herself. She is the agent been put on special assignment of keeping tabs on Wolverine. And at first, this throws Wolverine off. Like, you're the one supposed to be keeping tabs on me. Why are we sitting here having this conversation? Why are you here shaking my hand? And for her, she pretty much says, like, stealthily hunting Wolverine, it's never worked out for anybody. She's trying a different approach. An approach that even Logan can respect. But he tells the inspector, it's nice to meet you. They shake hands and he tells her, I got private business to handle, so please stay the hell out of my way. As Logan heads out to the old Howlett estate. By the time he arrives, it's already dark. As he comes up on the house, he sees in one of the rooms that there is a light on. As it shines, he thinks maybe it's time he's gonna get some answers. Try to figure out who the hell is trying to kill him. Distracted by the location, caught by surprise. This is where Wolverine gets a harpoon in the chest. Even more surprised when he recognizes his attackers. Harpoon and Vertigo. Both of these lowlives were members of the original Marauders. But that was years ago. The question is, what the hell are they doing here now? They don't volunteer the reason for their little visit. They barely even bother with their usual villain blabber. But they are out to kill. And so Wolverine's claws come out, and he drops Harpoon. Guy has always been easy to take down because he's a glass cannon. But in doing this means taking his eyes off of Vertigo, which is his biggest mistake. Her powers go along with the name, the ability to make somebody feel off balance, dizzy, and disoriented. For a second, Wolverine sees everything going dark, but then his healing factor catches in, counteracting the dizziness, the disorientation. It gives him the ability to get on his feet and knock Vertigo straight the hell out. But the two of them reuniting to attack him in the place that he is the most vulnerable. This jolts Wolverine. The pieces start to fall into place. Only one man he knows connects to the old Marauder crew and knows him well enough to come here. When Wolverine catches his scent, he knows for sure. He runs towards the manor house, the scent growing stronger. It's the scent of his hate-med flesh, the scent of someone who has taken everything from him again and again, the scent of a man who doesn't know how to stay dead. This is the return of Sabretooth. And that will be the end of this issue. So let me know what you guys think down in the comments. It's gonna be interesting to see how they explain Sabretooth still being alive. If I'm not mistaken, the last time we saw Sabretooth, Wolverine cut him up with a Muramasa blade, which counteracts the healing factor and in theory kills Sabretooth. But we saw a lot of resurrection. In the Phoenix comic, they were just talking about how in the Hot White Room, they resurrected everybody. We saw every mutant, pretty much in all of history, have the opportunity to return. This is their way of undoing any death during Jonathan Hickman's era, or what was once Jonathan Hickman's era, and he eventually moved away and other creators came in, so on and so forth. But at the end of the Krakoan era, we saw everybody resurrected. We saw everybody brought back, and so I don't know if they're going to go the route of saying that he was resurrected at the end of Krakoa, or maybe they're going to find another way around. Maybe his healing factor works if you piece them back together, and his healing factor is just stronger than the Muramasa blade effects. It's going to be interesting to figure that out and find out exactly how Sabretooth came back, but he came back at the worst of times. Came back in a time when Wolverine is literally being hunted by a primordial stone that wants to take over all adamantium. Now Sabretooth shows up starting some bullshit. The truth is, Logan never gets a damn moment of peace. This poor guy is constantly just going through it. He tries to escape to the wilderness and run naked with the wolves, and he can't even do that, bro. He can't even do that without a Wendigo coming up and starting some shit. Truly feel bad for Wolverine. Poor guy is just going through it. And now having to bring up memories of his mother, of how she killed herself, and he blames himself for that. And now Sabretooth luring him here. Like, you just feel bad for the guy. It's like, damn, give my man a break. But yeah, let me know what you guys think. Let me know your thoughts. Let me know your theories. If you want to get caught up on everything that has been going on with the Wolverine comics, go ahead, check out the link in my description as well as the top of this video. It's gonna get you completely caught up on everything that is going on with this series. If you would like to support the channel, you can always do so by joining the channel membership. Much like Patreon, having multiple different tiers, from $1 to $50 from loyalty badges to comics every single month. Not only does this help out the channel tremendously, you are getting tons of perks in the process. Now, if you're unable to do this, do me a favor, subscribe to the channel, like this video, hit that notification bell, and with that being said, until the next breakdown.